Hey guys, we did another adventure stream on Twitch, and here is the recap. So here we have a little onion boy who I misspelled as Union Boy, so now he's called a Union Boy throughout the entire adventure. But he's still an onion, so don't get confused. He wakes up in a field and he's like, "Yeah, I'm happy. I'm a field." And he has like a worm in his inventory, whose name is Bogo. Bogo the worm. It's his buddy. And Bogo's on his head, and it's like he's ready for adventure, and he wants water because he's a vegetable, I guess. So he wants some water. He went to this river over here. He saw a river, and he went there, and he saw
water.
And I was like, "Oh, better jump in." So he jumps in, but he's an onion. Union Boy is an onion, so he sucks up all the water and grows humongous. And then he towers over the world, looking over it with a grand giantness, I guess. And the Bogo is still in his head. He's tiny now because Union Boy is so huge. A little bird comes, or an old man. I can tell it's a horrible drawing. And Bogo is like, "Help! I'm gonna be attacked." So he digs himself a hole in the head of Union Boy, who's now so large he probably doesn't mind. Well, we can't see, so we're not sure. He digs and turned out that the bird wasn't a bird at all. It was a rat. It was a rat all along, and it wasn't even a rat. It was a very, very fat rat. So now the fat rat is like, I want to get in on that action. I want to eat a worm. I don't know. Do rats eat worms? I don't know. Maybe this one does. So the rat goes in with his tail, and he's trying to seduce the worm with the tail. But the worm just like, fuck this tail, and he bites in it. But then the rat just fishes him out because why not? I guess it's a viable strategy. Turned out that the fat rat had very tiny arms, and he couldn't reach the worm. So he decided that he would wait 100 years so that his nails would grow so large that he could reach the worm. And in the meantime, the rat became very skinny and lost his teeth, and the worm, Bogo, the worm, grew a beard, because that's what worms do, right, when they grow old. So Bogo decides to escape by shedding his skin and just falling away. Then he claims that he is the master of the rat. And the rat's like, okay. So now he rides the rat. He gets a rat in his inventory as well. They're still on Union Boy's head, who now became Union Man because he grew older as well. 100 years passed, and so that's how that works. A bunch of villagers come up to Union Man, who's still smelly onion, and because they cry for help, because there's a carrot man destroying the village. And he's like, "Oh, fine, okay, let's go." So they go to the village, and there it is, carrot man. A carrot man like, oh, what's that? What's that smell? What's that smell? That's horrible. It's horrible. And his eyes explode because of the onion smell. He's now blind. And Onion Man is like, "Oh my god, what a horrible thing to happen." He starts crying. And he starts crying a lot. And now Carrot Man is like, oh, that's okay. It's fine. I don't mind losing my eyes. It's fine. I'm fine. And he's like, "Oh, really? Really, are you fine? Really, are you fine?" And then he's like, yeah, it's cool. It's so cool. And then became best friends. And I guess Bogo and the rat are also very happy. And that's the end. That's it. Goodbye.